like Christmas. Ya-dee-da-dee-doo. How about it?
Wait, so all that work and all that cursing and naughty language and being so mean to your comrade who helped you, that's that end result? That's your decoration?
Those two strings of pathetic lights took me 5 hours to put up. But I was so happy with the end product. It's a start is what it is.
Well, it's your first home. It is exciting.
My first home, my first Christmas in the new house. So Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to one and all. You know, every day on this show, I ask Angie the same question. I always say, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Thank you.
I never get an answer from you on that. But you know what? Tonight, there is no place like home, and there's no place like the Mayan Theater. The timeless classic Wizard of Oz is back on the big screen tonight.
Look how good she looks. She was such a little cutie pie.
Oh, love this movie. The Mayan Theater down on South Broadway, celebrating its 80th anniversary tonight. They're doing it with a party. They're going to show The Wizard of Oz. Starts at 6 o'clock. Tickets will cost you $0.25.
$0.25?
They're rolling back prices, and wouldn't it be fun to see it on the big screen again? If you come in costume, a Wizard of Oz costume, you get in for free. And as you know, I actually have a Wizard of Oz costume because I went as a flying monkey last Halloween. Remember?
You look like a flying monkey dancer, like you wear heels and you have like a pole. And
like a Britney
I mean, that's
Spears.
like a really naughty looking monkey. But anyway, whatever.
It was my variation on the theme of flying monkey. So look for me there tonight at the Mayan Theater as I scare young children away when I enter in my lingerie.
Earlier we were looking at this before my interview.
We were. Here's the deal. I showed this picture this morning on our morning show, and Jane Fonda was going to be on our show soon after. Angie interviews Jane Fonda, and the whole thing comes crashing down. Here is Angie's embarrassing Jane Fonda moment.
Good morning. And can I say that conversation that just happened was one of the weirder ones I've ever heard?
No, Jane.
Especially since I can't see what you're talking about. Flying monkeys. Is there a dog?
Yes. Jane, I know this is the crazy.
Flying monkeys, dogs. I mean, it's, you know, you've got a lot going there.
What happened?
You couldn't hear, but there's a dog in the background that was whining the whole time.
You're trying to interview
she heard it.
Jane Fonda. The dog's howling and going to the bathroom, and you angered Jane Fonda.
I mean, something was going on over here that was so loud.
You angered Jane Fonda.
No, I didn't.
You
did, because she heard about that creepy flying monkey costume that you wore. You had to have that right before I interviewed her.
Someone said I look like the guy from Clockwork Orange. Don't judge me, people. It was Halloween.
You did.
Hey, it's time to get serious for just a minute, can't we?
Yes.
And all joking aside, very rarely do I see a movie, honestly, that actually strikes me as something magical. A movie where you leave the theater different than when you walked in. I'm being serious, Ange. I'm telling you right now, Black Swan is one of those movies.
You love this.
It absolutely blew me out of my seat. I had the great pleasure of getting a sneak peek a few weeks ago. We flew to L.A. for the exclusive with the cast. Natalie Portman, hands down, I'm telling you now, she will get an Oscar nomination for her role in this film. But as brilliant as she was, in real life, she can barely stand to watch herself on screen.
Amazing.
Are you able to recognize what you've done in this film, or are you the nitpicker?
I'm a nitpicker. It's very hard for me to watch myself.
But there's got to be a part of you that is satisfied with the amount of work you put into it to see that product.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily the product. It's absolutely the process. You know, the experience of making this film was really, really fulfilling. I'm Lily.
And it was a long experience. Natalie trained for a full year to get into the role of the prima donna ballerina. She lost over 20 pounds to have the physique of a ballerina. She consumed herself with the role, and it pays off. I'm telling you, it is just spellbinding to watch her. All this week, only on this show, are exclusive interviews with Natalie, Mila Kunis, and the entire cast. Black Swan opens in theaters nationwide Friday. You have got to go see it.
All right.
Have I convinced you?
Yes.
Okay. You know, someone who actually studied ballet for many years was Dax. He actually still has the tutu and the leotard. Accomplished ballerina. Dax there at TMZ. How are you, Dax?
We're not talking today.
Don't
oh, no, come on, Dax.
He's flexing his thighs right now. He's warming up. He has the
your
loins
thighs?
of a gazelle.
Oh, you are so ridiculous. Where do you come up with this stuff?
She's the one who said you had the loins of a gazelle, not me.
God.
All right, Dax,
Let's move along
enough about
here.
your thighs. What do you got for us today there at TMZ, my favorite website?
All right, so we'll stick on the topic of fitness, but Madonna, she opened this massive gym down in Mexico City, and we got a bunch of photos of her inside leading the aerobics class, which looks pretty funny. But here's the thing. It costs $160 a month to join this gym down there. I'm like, that is a lot of money no matter, whose standards. Even in LA, that's a lot of money.
And she won't be teaching the class every day, so it's not like you get to work out with Madonna, right?
Exactly. She'll be down there one day, she does the thing, goes back home and leaves the gym to run itself down there. But I'm like, wow, I just can't imagine spending that much money on a gym per month. Maybe that's normal, but at least not at the gyms I go to.
Well, no, because you work out there at the rec center, don't you? The West Hollywood Y?
Rec Center.
Listen,
God.
Dax, we're going to check in with you later on. TMZ will have more photos very, very quickly. Hard Candy Gym, Madonna's gym. Are they going to open locations here in America? Because I heard they are.
It's probably going to be quite a while. I think they're opening around the world before coming to America.
All right. Good to see you, Dax. You are a good sport as always. And we'll look for you at TMZ.com and see you again tomorrow on the show.
Later.
Adios, amigos. You see why he doesn't like to hang out with me?
He's sick and tired of you insinuating he wears leotards.
I know. It's not completely true. Hey, let's move on, shall we? It is no secret that I have a bit of a rocky past with Regis Philbin.
Oh, that restraining order.
That
right?
was a misunderstanding, yeah.
You also spilled the hot coffee on Joy Philbin's lap.
It was an axe. I felt terrible about that hot coffee.
Oh,
yeah.
I know what it is. That time you gave him that enhanced TSA pat down in the break room.
I was just demonstrating to Regis how they do it there at the airport.
Regis, he didn't know what you were doing. That was the problem.
It is all water under the Gelman Bridge because Regis and I have buried the hatchet. Natalie and I flew out to Vegas and joined Regis and Kelly for their big Sin City broadcast. And right there on the Vegas stage, Regis Philbin serenaded me with a Sinatra love song.
Oh.
Here's the question, Regis.
What is the question?
Would you sing 8 bars of your favorite Sinatra song for us right now?
This guy pitch hit for me once, Very afraid of him. You make me feel so young. You make me feel that spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
All right, Regis! How about it? How about it? Wasn't that cool?
Well, maybe after the pat down, he felt a little more had a warm feeling towards you.
Hey, joking aside, Regis and Kelly were, as always, true delights. They are so gracious, open, warm, witty, funny. They are truly the best team on daytime television. We rank way below them, Ange, I'm sorry to say. And tomorrow on the show, we're going to get the inside dish with Kelly. She tells us about her brand new Vegas show. She's opening a Vegas show, and she'll tell us what it is exclusively.
She is so tiny. She's like a Barbie doll, she is like a Christmas Barbie.
She's a very witty, charming Barbie doll, though.
Yes.
Love Kelly. Hey, let me begin right now by saying that Angie's mom does not look like Willie Nelson. That was also a misunderstanding. I didn't mean it when I said that. Your mom hasn't spoken to me in months.
No, she hasn't. She cut her hair after you said that.
Here now is not Angie's mom, but the latest Willie Nelson photo. Willie was busted for pot possession down there in Texas.
My mom wears glasses. Very different, totally different look.
Willie did post bond, but Dax over there at TMZ tells us that Willie could face some real jail time.
Aww.
If convicted, he could face up to 2 years in prison. So I hope that didn't happen because I actually think Willie Nelson is a great, great guy and an awesome performer.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I mean, Willie.